Hello, everybody. This is Chris, and this is day 51 of my 90-day challenge. And today we're going to talk about leadership pains and gains. Those are the challenges and rewards, what's this? The struggles and the benefits that you can meet, encounter, but also gain as a leader. Three simple things. First challenge or first pain. Number one is people. What? Yeah. As a leader, you'll be meeting different kinds of people with different personalities, with different preferences, with different styles, with different ways of approaching things, with different perspectives. Now, having those differences with all those different people, you will be encountering conflicts because when you're in a certain discussion, you're looking at things in different ways. You know, every person, I believe, is looking at a particular thing with their own lens. Because you, I, other people came from a culture, from an upbringing that is different from another human being, and because of that we have different styles, approaches. We look at things differently, and because of that conflicts arise, and that is a pain that leaders usually encounter. But that pain is also a gain. That the struggle is also a reward. It can also be a benefit as a leader. Why? Because it will give us the opportunity to learn about people, to learn about how to deal with this kind of person, with this kind of personality, with someone who is so much, their personality that are so commanding, or some are so affiliative, or some are so indecisive, or they're indecisive because they're trying to consider different ways. Some are so decisive, but also can rush and make things, act on things very quickly, but may not consider other things. Now, that is a problem, but it's also a good opportunity to grow as a person, to grow in our approach to different kinds of people, to grow in learning about differences of people, to learn about different ways of thinking, different ways of looking at things, different ways of analyzing things. And that is a gift, because not all people are given that opportunity to see things differently. And if you are a leader, yes, you'll be encountering this problem, but you will be having it as a benefit. Yes, you'll be having it as a pain, but you'll be having it as a gain. So that's number one, people. Number two, problems. There will be a lot of problems that you will encounter as a leader. You know, earlier with people, there are problems, but there are also different factors that interplay in every situation. When you are, for example, you're leading a project. Now you're already dealing with different types of people, of personality and perspectives. Now you have to deal with resources, with funds, with the different with time, with things that you need to allocate or manage, with different kinds of resources, and there will be problems, and that is a pain, but also it's a gain. Why? Because as a leader, we are being taught to look at a problem, and yes, what's the opportunity in this problem? How can we will learn from this, and how can we be more resourceful if there are challenges in resources? How can we adjust things so that we'll be able to address a certain gap? And when we're doing those things, we our mind is growing, our mind is being stretched. You know, if the first one with people are our hearts are being stretched, now we are also, our minds are also being stretched, and stretched in a good way, because oh, so there's the problem. Now I need to think of a solution, right? Try to look back at your experiences as a leader, formally, informally, or maybe, you know, whatever experience that you had. You try to look at that, and yeah, that's true. Challenges with people, but I got to know people. I got to know a good friend. Maybe could have been an enemy before, or a, what's this, an adversary, but now, hey, a good friend. As to the problems, wow, I learned to be able to solve this particular kind of problem. If there's a problem in finance, I need to do this. If there's a problem with scheduling, I need to do this. And we're learning, we're growing. So yes, it's a pain, but it's also a gain. And a third and final thing for tonight, my friend, is persuasion. Now, that is a problem. That is a struggle. Why? Because as leaders, when you want to rally people toward a project, toward a goal, toward a vision, you need to be able to persuade them, give a message clearly and confidently, in a way that is compelling enough for them to support you, go with you, rally with you, and even campaign for you, because of this cause that you're able to communicate persuasively. Now that is a challenge, because it is, you know, when we're, to me, it's been a challenge before. It was, and even up to now, you know, but I realized that, hey, I had that problem as a leader, and through time I'm building up on the competence and confidence, and somehow I'm growing in this skill. And it's a problem, it's a challenge, but it's also a gain. Why? Because through time as a leader, you're growing in your persuasion, in your persuasive skills, in your communication skills. And we need to continue doing these things, because as leaders, we need to grow. We need to keep on growing. And we're doing this because we know that we have a reason why. There is a purpose behind all these things. There's like this moral obligation that we need to do because of a mission, because of a vision that we want to attain. We have a mission that we want to do. As a leader, yes, there will be a lot of challenges. But hey, if we try to look at it, those challenges are also the benefits. If we are able to approach it in ways that will be beneficial to the cause, to the mission, to the purpose, to the people, to you, to me. I don't know what you're going through right now as a leader. And regardless of your position, even if you say you're a member, you're a team member, and maybe you're not a leader, but it doesn't mean that if you're not in a leadership position, you're not a leader. And so maybe you're encountering these problems right now as well, these challenges with different people, with problems coming in, with how you're going to communicate. But if we just have to persevere and grow in the process, we will have it as gains. We will have them as benefits. And so my tip for you today, but before I say that, let me just say hi to those who are joining us. Abby, Melcher, Shangjim, Mam Shangjim, Cherry, Keith, Cedric, Mary Grace, yes, Manong Feby, Christina, Kasbang, and Manong Aldrin, and all those who are joining us. Thank you for all those likes, reactions. And now my tip for you, as you are meeting all those pains and to convert them as gains, things that you need to consider is to continue growing in your skills, like for your communication or presentation skills. I encourage you to grow in that, because that's part of your persuasion. I have a book, Speak. If you don't have it yet, go grab it. It's available in bookstores in Baguio. It's in Mount Cloud. It's at Red Soil. It's at Soledad. Where else? I'll share it with you when we have it in other stores. But it's also available online. You can order it at bit.ly/get speak. bit.ly/get speak. I will post it on the captions or in the comments section as well. Or you can attend our Speak 2.0 workshop. We'll be having one tomorrow, but of course the seats are filled up already. We'll be announcing the next run, but you can always have the updates on our page at chrisdawanis.com/speak. So we'll be having our next schedule, but also I would like to invite you to our upcoming Growth Summit. And we'll be talking more about leadership, about career, about communication, and we'll be touching on these things as well. How are we growing? How are we going to grow in these areas of dealing with people, of addressing problems, and growing in our persuasion? And in the Growth Summit, we'll be having a lot of powerful speakers. We have an international speaker. We have the speakers from different fields of business, of career, of personal finance, and all these things. You can check out the details at bit.ly/growth summit ph. Growth Summit PH. Or I'll be posting the link as well on the captions and on the comments section. But that will be happening on July 13 in Baguio City. I hope you will join us. Or if you want to register right now or ask for more details, just send your name and email address to this phone number at 0917-858-9154. 0917-858-9154. Just text your name and email address to that. And I hope you join us on July 13. That's for the Growth Summit. We have a powerful lineup of speakers, and I hope you'll be there, because we need to continually growing wherever you are, regardless of your position and profession. So that is my message for you today. Leaders have these pains and gains, people, problems, and persuasion. I hope this serves you. Feel free to share your insights. Share this also to your friends who you believe will be benefiting from this video. I appreciate your reactions, your response, your comments. Thank you. But of course, I appreciate you watching this. I appreciate your time, and I hope we continue to grow. And I hope to see you at the Growth Summit.